An emotional wreath laying in our nation's capital this morning to honor the Allied soldiers who helped put an end to World War II. 75 years ago today, 150,000 troops landed on the beaches of Normandy in what's still considered one of the most important days in American and world history.
Many of those veterans who served in World War II, including D-Day, came together today in Raleigh. CBS 17's Michael Hyland shows us how our lawmakers honored them.
Private Carty.
Each sound of the bell representing the 39 North Carolinians who died on D-Day 75 years ago. As Ernest Ballinger watched, the memories came back.
I was in the 9th Troop Carrier Pathfinder Group. We put the first Allied paratroopers on French soil.
He remembers getting back onto land and seeing his plane.
I was not really scared till I started counting the holes in it. And then I got the shakes very bad.
Going in, he says he was in the dark about the significance of the operation, but it didn't take long to see how critical it would turn out to be.
I feel sorry for the ones we lost. We lost a lot of troops.
It's part of the inner conflict he feels about sharing his story. He says he rarely does, not wanting to relive it. But at 95 years old, he recognizes how few people like him are left to share what they witnessed. Today, it's a chance to recognize what they did.
I appreciate everything.
He hopes a time comes when people don't have the experience he did.
We need to learn some way not to have wars. Wars are brutal, not just from the soldiers part of it, but the people over there.
And for those who never made it back, a time to honor their sacrifices that brought us to where we are today. In Raleigh, Michael Hyland, CBS 17 News.
And of the 16 million Americans who served in World War II, fewer than 500,000 are still alive. That's according to the National World War II Museum. Among them, almost 12,000 live here in North Carolina, and we are forever grateful for their service.